Malaysia's architecture sector faces a critical shortage. By Azlan Adnan. Malaysia's construction sector has long been a cornerstone of national development, with gleaming high-rises and mega-infrastructure projects standing as monuments to progress. Yet beneath this shimmering surface, a quiet crisis is brewing, one that threatens the integrity, quality, and future of our built environment. The country is facing a serious and chronic shortage of professional architects. At the root of this problem lies a structural bottleneck in the qualification pipeline. To become a registered architect in Malaysia, graduates must pass the Lembaga Architect Malaysia (LAM) Part 3 examination, widely regarded as one of the most challenging professional exams in the country. While high standards are essential to uphold the integrity of the profession, the pass rates tell a troubling story. In some years, only 6% of candidates pass. Typically, the pass rate fluctuates between 9% and 20%. The result is a deeply constrained supply of newly registered professionals entering the field. According to LAM, as of early 2023, there were only 2,279 registered architects in Malaysia, a shockingly low figure for a country with ambitious urban development plans and a population exceeding 33 million. This shortage has serious consequences. Government and private sector megaprojects, including the MRT and LRT3 lines in the Klang Valley, the Pan-Borneo Highway, and large-scale public housing schemes, all require architectural oversight. Yet with fewer than 2,300 architects, the talent pool is overstretched. In many cases, project leads and developers are forced to rely on foreign architecture firms, not only to meet deadlines, but also to deliver technically complex solutions. While international collaboration has its merits, over-reliance on foreign expertise diminishes the opportunity for local architects to gain experience, further entrenching a vicious cycle that sidelines domestic talent. One of the primary factors driving the shortage is poor remuneration. Entry-level architectural graduates in Malaysia typically earn between RM600 and RM2,500 monthly, figures that hardly keep pace with the cost of living in urban centers. By comparison, fresh graduates in engineering, finance, or IT often command starting salaries of RM3,000 to RM4,000. The gap sends a clear message: architecture is undervalued. Unsurprisingly, many graduates leave the field entirely, opting for careers in project management, construction consultancy, or interior design, where pay is higher and pathways clearer. Others migrate to Singapore, Australia, or the Middle East in search of better pay and professional respect, further exacerbating the local talent drain. This brain drain is not only a loss to the architectural community, but to Malaysia as a whole. Our towns and cities are being shaped without sufficient local input. The soul of Malaysian design, one that draws from our multicultural heritage, tropical climate, and evolving urban lifestyles, is at risk of dilution. When architects are excluded from major projects or when their role is undervalued, we end up with soulless buildings, inefficient urban layouts, and an erosion of design quality that cannot be measured merely in square footage or return on investment. Education is another key area demanding attention. Despite the existence of several well-regarded architecture programs in Malaysian universities, there is often a disconnect between academic training and industry expectations. Students are generally equipped with strong foundations in design theory, but frequently lack hands-on experience with industry tools such as building information modeling, BIM, integrated project delivery methods, and green certification processes. Employers report that many graduates are unfamiliar with real-world documentation standards or unable to meet the rigorous coordination demands of multidisciplinary projects. The gap between academia and professional practice is growing, and it is leaving our graduates stranded. To resolve this, curricula must be urgently revised to include industry software training, live project exposure, and collaboration with practicing architects. Tertiary institutions must align more closely with industry, ensuring students are work-ready from day one. Architectural internship programs must be enhanced with better supervision and more meaningful training outcomes. The examination system also needs reform. While maintaining rigor is non-negotiable, LAM Part 3 must be reviewed to ensure that it assesses relevant practical competencies rather than arcane theoretical knowledge. It is essential that the process remains fair, transparent, and supportive, not punitive. Mentorship schemes and structured pathways to registration can help reduce candidate attrition and give young architects the confidence and support they need to complete the journey to professional status. Beyond education and qualification, broader policy support is required. The government should introduce initiatives to retain local architects through better remuneration packages, continuing professional development, CPD subsidies, and tax relief for software and technology upgrades. More importantly, procurement policies for public sector projects should mandate the inclusion of registered local architects in design and implementation teams. This would ensure homegrown talent is nurtured, not neglected. Another policy measure worth exploring is the establishment of a national architectural service course, akin to Teach for Malaysia or the housemanship system for doctors, where fresh architecture graduates are posted to underserved areas or government projects, allowing them to gain experience while contributing to nation building. This could be paired with a funded graduate training scheme that connects young professionals with experienced mentors in both the public and private sectors. Societal perceptions must change as well. Architects are not simply stylists or decorators of buildings. They are trained problem solvers who integrate aesthetics, functionality, safety, sustainability, and sociocultural factors into coherent design solutions. In an era grappling with climate change, urban sprawl, and housing inequality, architects should be at the forefront of policy dialogues, not pushed to the periphery. Investing in architects is investing in better cities, healthier homes, and a more resilient nation. If we continue to neglect the challenges facing this vital profession, the consequences will be irreversible. Design quality will decline. Urban environments will become more chaotic and less livable. And a generation of passionate, talented designers will turn away from a calling they once believed in. The signs are already visible, but it is not too late to act. We must listen to those within the profession and support them, not just with words, but with structural reform, fair wages, and opportunities to thrive. The architects of Malaysia are ready to build the future, but first, they need a fighting chance. Word count, 1,189 character count, with spaces. Dashrat 9,704 references. 1 Lembaga Architect Malaysia, LM Annual Reports. 2 Pertubuhan Architect Malaysia, Public Statements. 3 Ministry of Works Malaysia, Infrastructure Project Reports. 4 Graduate Salary Data, JobStreet Malaysia, Hayes Recruitment 2023. 5 Reddit threads r/Malaysia and rs Architecture, user testimonials. 6 Architectural Education in Malaysia, Journal of Design Built Environment. 7 World Bank Report on Malaysia's Urbanization Trends. The Edge Malaysia, Young Architects Speak Out on Industry Challenges. Malaysia Architecture, Architect Shortage, Urban Planning Crisis. Support local architects. LAM Reform Now, Brain Drain Malaysia. A heartfelt light. To every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with hearts so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed now seek the skies, and slowly clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again. Its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way for others wandering through despair to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. To fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still, a light, a love, a living will.
forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.